Hello, my name is Agatha, and my email, if you'd like a personal astrology or tarot reading, is dunyazade@gmail.com. So let's see how the month of December 2018 is going to be for every sign. We are going to start with Aries. So Aries, how is the month of December 2018 is going to be for you. So on the 7th of December 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius. Okay, new moons usually signify new beginnings, and this new moon is going to happen in your 9th house, and it's going to be pretty much close to Jupiter, which will be at 6 degrees of Sagittarius. So this is a 9-degree orb. It's close. So I would say that maybe for some of you, this might be a very lucky period. However, I have to tell you the rest of the aspects, because this new moon and this Jupiter is making the square aspect to Mars and Neptune on the 12th house at 13 degrees of Pisces. So Mars and Neptune are conjunct at 13 degrees of Pisces. So this could be squares. Sometimes a square is an energy of conflict, inner conflict, like an energy that you are very much aware of. It's however, this is it makes a square to the 12th house, so maybe you won't exactly be aware until it kind of explodes or implodes on you. The 12th house is things that are hidden, sometimes hidden from ourselves. So this could be like some sort of secret that comes to light that might determined that you have to go to court, because the 9th house has to do with legal issues. Maybe like out of the blue, you are you are served with divorce papers and you had no idea, you had no clue. Or maybe if you are already in that process of going to court, trying to divorce your spouse, something might come up and someone might try to sabotage you. It doesn't feel like a nice energy, I don't want to lie to you, Aries. So this is, and the problem is that with Jupiter expands everything. Jupiter is known as the planet of good luck, which it is, but it's more rightfully known as the planet that expands everything. So it can expand the bad and it can expand the good. So usually we want it to expand the good, but sometimes it expands the bad. So if you already are in a pretty darn bad situation, it can make it perhaps even worse. I'm sorry to tell you this, Aries. I'm sorry. This could also be some sort of issue with your health, and you decide to go abroad to, take care of it. This could be that you have vacation. So around the 7th of December, you are, maybe you're gonna go abroad to visit your family, something like that, or there's some sort of vacation due, and stuff happens behind the scenes that you had no idea. Maybe your luggage is lost, maybe you get followed around by some creepy person. Again, I don't want to scare you or anything. If you go abroad, if you're gonna go to a different country, be very careful. Okay, I don't want to freak you out, but be careful. Plus, you still have Aries, you still have Uranus at 28 degrees of Aries, like finishing up in your first house, and it's going to be in Aries for a few more months before it re-enters the sign of Taurus in your second house. And this Uranus, which is an explosive, sudden, shocking type of energy, it's making in conjunction with Mercury at 27 degrees of Scorpio in your 8th house. So, like, shocking news out of the blue that you have no idea, that might be transformative at some at some level, but at the same time, it feels almost like you don't know what to do. You have no idea what to do, which you get this message, whatever, or you get this news, and you have absolutely no idea what to do. Okay, so I'm gonna look at Pluto. Pluto is in the 10th house in Capricorn, and this Mercury in Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Okay, in the 10th house. These shocking news are going to change your position in the world. Again, for some of you, I'm thinking divorce. It could be divorce. I don't think this is a good thing. I'm sorry. If you wanna get married, pick another date. Don't marry around the 7th of December, because I don't like the aspects on this. Okay, I don't like it. If you can pick another date, you know. If it's nothing to do with marriage, okay, or divorce, it could be something connected with your work. And you might get the news, oh, by the way, we are moving the jobs to China. If you want to keep your job, you have to move to China. Or, by the way, the company just got sold to whatever, to another company abroad. You're gonna lose your job. It's like something that has a potential to bring massive transformation in your life. Okay. Some of you, you know, this could be you decide to go back to college, or you are going back to college around the 7th of December. Not necessarily for the first time. It could be, you know, to finish up a course that you left, or to move, you know, have how do you say, go to do a postgraduate type of thing, or doctorate type of thing. And this will demand out of you many hours of investigation, many investigating hours. You have to do research, you know, and it will tire you. It might have the potential of, you know, even damaging your health. So be careful with that. If you like a workaholic, be careful with that, because you are overworking yourself. You don't even know it, and you don't know the damage you're doing or causing yourself. Okay, Aries. What else? The 9th house also has to do with gurus, with spiritual people. So there might be like a massive secret connected with one of your gurus, one of your spiritual people, one of your spiritual leaders. And you have no idea. Maybe you like this person a lot. Maybe this person really helped you in terms of, you know, spiritual guidance. And suddenly you discover some really deep secrets connected with this person that are very shocking. Or this could be something connected with a sister-in-law, brother-in-law, a secret that comes to light connected with them. So there's many different ways of reading these energies, Aries. And then the full moon and on December 2018 is going to happen on the 22nd of December. And it's going to be at 0 degrees of Cancer, 0 degrees of Cancer. And it's going to be in your 4th house, the house connected with family, with, you know, your clan, property, house. So this could be, again, I'm thinking for some of you, divorce. I'm sorry, I apologize. But this is like more to do with people who are already on that process of divorce. Okay, if you've been with this one person for a while, and if you've been trying to let go of this person, if you've been trying to divorce this person, or if you were having trouble with this person, you know, around the 22nd of December, either you leave the house, or this person leaves the house, or one of you, you know, goes to the court to begin the paperwork to the divorce. Or for some of you, divorce is final. You know, divorce is final around the 22nd of December. Others, let's say that everything is fine in your marriage. There's no problems there, and you're just moving. You know, you're moving to a different place. You might even be moving abroad. You're going to go live abroad to even a different country. Some of you, not all of you, of course. So either you're moving to a different place, or you've just finished up paying up your apartment, your house. This is the last payment, and now you're free from debt. And this is your house. It fully belongs to you and not to the bank, and you're so pleased and you're so happy. Or this could be something even simpler than that. It could be that you did some sort of a house renovations. You did some sort of a house renovations, and those, painting, stuff like that, around the 22nd of December, this is when they are done, they are finished. What else? Now, if you are moving, it's because you got a new job, for instance. Not necessarily to another country. I mentioned this before, but maybe you are going to go to work to a different company within your own country, but maybe to a different city. This is why you need to move. Or it could be that there's a new birth in your family, and this new birth is going to affect everyone in your family. So there's many different ways of reading these aspects, Aries. So now we are going to go to the sign of Taurus. Taurus. How is the month of December 2018? How is it going to be for you? The new moon on the 7th of December 2018 is going to be at 15 degrees of Sagittarius. And this new moon, Taurus, is going to happen in your 8th house, and it's going to be conjunct Jupiter. Jupiter, it's a lucky, quote-unquote, lucky planet, but also known as the planet of expansion. So also connected with laws, legalities, morals also. So Jupiter expands things. Okay, let's think of Jupiter in that way. Unfortunately, even though Jupiter is in Sagittarius, which it's in the sign it rules, and it's going to be there for a very long time, for the next year, because it's in its own sign, it's stronger. Okay, so it's good when a planet it's strong, when it gives good results and good positive changes that we want and desire, but it's not so good when a planet is strong and it doesn't seem to be positively aspected. Unfortunately, in this case, on the 7th of December 2018, this new moon in Sagittarius is going to be in a square to Mars and Neptune at 13 degrees of Pisces, which these two planets, Neptune and Mars, Taurus, are located in your 11th house, and the 11th house is connected with friends, friendships, large groups, large associations, also with your hopes, dreams, and wishes for the future. It feels, because Neptune has been around in your 11th house for a while and is going to be there for many, many years, Taurus, it feels that you're kind of lost in terms of your hopes and desires for the future. You don't know exactly what you want for the future. You don't know how to set plans. You feel lost in that regard. With Mars conjunct Neptune, your will is not strong. So it's like you might have a desire to, yes, I'm going to do this, and then it kind of fades away. So these two planets, Neptune and Mars, are in a square to this new moon. The 8th house is the house of transformation. So you desire transformation for yourself. You want a new life for yourself, Taurus. However, you don't know how to set up certain type of goals, and even if you do set up these goals for the future, you don't know how to go about and do them, or if you try, you have like lots of enthusiasm, but then you get lost. You get lost, like maybe daydreaming about all the wonderful things that you are going to accomplish, and you don't actually do anything, or maybe you get distracted by your friends, and your friends keep calling you, hey, let's go out, work can wait, you do this in another time, let's go out, let's drink, okay, let's have fun. And you might even be tempted to blame your friends for your lack of attention. Don't do that. They are just they are representing in the outside an energy which is actually inside of yourself. So you have to find a way to try to accomplish your goals and desires. You know, don't try to do everything at once, and do little by little, and you know, be creative as well, and kind of go with the flow at the same time. But again, with the new moon on the 8th house, there's this desire to really transform your life, and you feeling very positive, very optimistic about this transformation. But then you don't know how to do it. You don't know how to go about and make this transformation happen in your life. Now, the 8th house is also the house connected with death. I'm sorry to say this. There might be a death in your family. I'm sorry to say this. Okay, not for all of you, for some. Okay, relax. And with this death in your family, it's like you feel lost. You don't know what to do. You have no goals in your life after this death. You have no idea what to do. And also at the same time, you feel that you have no friends, or your friends are not helpful. What else? This could also be, you know, getting an inheritance. Not maybe the death already happened, like maybe a few months ago, and finally around the 7th of December, either you get the news that you're going to get some sort of money, or you're getting that money that you were expecting, but it's not the amount that you thought you would get, you know. Or if it's not that, your friends want part of it, want part of that money. Some of you might even win the lottery, okay? And then you might lose a few friendships because a few friends want that money from you. What else? This could also be something connected with credit cards, with debt, money that you owe to others. Maybe you let one of your friends use your credit card, then you find out that you have thousands of euros and thousands of dollars or thousands of pounds in debt because you lent, because you wanted to be a good friend, something like that. Or you have a wish and you desire that you need to accomplish, that you feel that you should accomplish this wish and this desire, and you spending a lot of money, and not necessarily just your money, the money of your spouse, the money of your partner. Be very wary of asking money from the bank, because you might be paying a lot of interests on that money. Okay, so be careful with that. What else? It could be something nothing connected with money. It could be something like suddenly you have, Taurus, this interest in things connected with the occult, the esoterical, you know, the esoterical art, and your friends really don't get why you like those sorts of subjects, and they kind of, in a very subtle way, they try to sabotage you, okay, or they make remarks, snarky remarks about your interests, you know. And then on the full moon, on the 22nd of December 2018, there's a full moon at 0 degrees of Cancer. In your case, Taurus, this full moon is going to happen in your 3rd house. So you might be getting a message of some kind, a final message, you know, exactly connected with what, I don't know exactly what to tell you. I'm looking for, what am I looking for? I'm looking for series. I don't have it here. Anyway, it's a message. Could be a family message. Someone in your family contacts you, or it could be a friend who's contacting you. This could be something connected with a sibling. I would say a sister, because it happens in Cancer. In Cancer is connected with, it's a female sign, therefore I would say sister, but not necessarily. It could be a brother. And so something that finalizes in the life of your siblings, of one of your siblings. I don't know, maybe he or she retires or gets a new job or gets laid off from this other job, or maybe he or she, you know, becomes a parent, or you become an aunt. This could also be something connected with a means of transportation. So you, let's say, Taurus, you used to have a car and suddenly this car dies, just perishes. And now you have to buy a new car, okay? You might even ask the help of your friends. Again, your friends are not helpful. They may say that they're going to help you, but they're not helpful at all. What else? This could be some sort of course that you have done, like some sort of training course, or maybe even for a hobby. Not something that you go to college for, but around the 22nd of December, this is when you finish this course. What else? The third house. So this is a short trip that you take, maybe to go and visit your family, maybe you go with your friends. What else? And it ends around maybe this, yeah, the 22nd of December. Maybe you go to another city to spend Christmas with your family. What else this could be? The neighbor. The third house is also connected with neighbors, and neighbor might, for instance, move away to a different place. Okay, so now we are going to go to the sign of Gemini. Gemini, how is the month of December 2018? How is this month is going to be for you? On the 7th of December 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius, and this new moon is in square with Neptune and Mars at 13 degrees of Pisces in your 10th house. This new moon in Sagittarius is also conjunct Jupiter at 6 degrees of Sagittarius. So this could be, for some of you, you met the one, Gemini, you're going to meet the one with whom you're going to get married. Like it's almost like an instant attraction, but you must be very careful with this person, because this person might not be what you think he or she is, or you might not be seeing him or her for the reality of what he or she is, and you might be engaged in a very short period of time because you think this is my soulmate. Be careful with that. You're not seeing this person for what he or she is. You are seeing your illusion. You are seeing your dreams, Gemini. You are not seeing reality. Be careful with that, Gemini. I'm not kidding. Okay? I am not kidding. So there's a potential, you know, around the 7th of December, you might meet someone with whom you might have a romantic relationship. For others, you are already with someone and you decide to take the next step and become engaged or get married. I would advise you not to do that if you can, because there's parts of this that you don't see clearly, okay? Others, let's say you're already married or you are already with someone. It could be a breakup. And this is something that you totally did not expected at all, Gemini. This for you comes out of the blue. You had no idea. What else? This could also be, let's say that everything is fine in terms of your romantic relationship, or you're single and you're not looking for anyone. The 7th house is also connected with contracts. So you might be signing up a contract to go, let's say, for an because you just got a job. And because you got a job, you have to sign up the contract. The 7th house is a house where we sign contracts, okay? So, because it's connected with Libra, Libra is marriage, partnerships, including anything where you must sign a contract. So it's an employment contract that you sign. And you are over the moon with this job. You think this is the most perfect job ever. and you think this is an amazing lucky break, Gemini. You might even have manifested this job, Gemini, because this reminds me of the Magician in the Tarot cards. The Magician in Tarot is card number 1. The Fool is number 0. The Magician, which is my favorite card, it's a major arcana card and is connected with Mercury. Mercury rules naturally the sign of Gemini. So I'm thinking some of you might have manifested this job. This is the most perfect job that you ever expected. But there's some things that you are not aware of, Gemini. You don't really know everything that needs to be known about this job, because this job might really disappoint you. It might really disappoint you, and you feel like your energy is being drained, or eventually will feel that your energy is being drained with this job. And when you sign the contract, which I would also advise you not to do, there's certain things that they're not telling you. They're lying to you. Okay? That's what I see. There's lying and deception. You might have manifested the right type of job for you. However, you forgot to put some key elements in this manifestation. Okay? Because this job might make you look very bad to the outside world. I don't know why. I don't know how, Gemini, but your image might be negatively affected, and you will not know how to get out of this. Also, if this has nothing to do with you, the 7th house is the house of your partner, so it might be connected with your partner. All of these things that I just said might be happening in your partner's life. He or she gets this fantastic new job, but they're lying to him or her, and it's basically very draining. Energy-wise, it's very draining. Also, the 7th house is the house connected with your 2nd child. Doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl. It's the child who is born, the 2nd one who is born. So all of these things might be connected with your 2nd child. So this is going to depend from natal chart to natal chart. And then on the 22nd of December 2018, there's a full moon at 0 degrees of Cancer, and it's going to happen in your 2nd house. So for some of you, there's a loss of income. Yeah. And again, this is connected with your job, something that you had no idea. Let's say you don't lose your job, okay? But they made you sign some sort of agreement where you get to keep your job, and maybe, let's say, you earn less money, or let's say that you are told that, let's say you do sales, Gemini. You do sales for a living and you earn commissions. Suddenly, there's no more earning commissions, or they make some sort of weird accounting calculations where you stop earning as much money as you used to do, and they're telling you it's correct, but you know it's not. Others, it's actually losing a job. I'm really sorry to tell you that. If it's not, it's earning money for the first time around the 22nd of December. Maybe you just got a job like 2 weeks ago, and or maybe you got a job, yeah. And now it's the first time you get your payment. The payment that you get, it's not what you have been told, and you're not very happy with that. Okay, so it might be that, Gemini. So, hello, Cancer. So, Cancer, let's see how the month of December 2018 is going to be for you. On the 7th of December 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius. This new moon is conjunct Jupiter, also in Sagittarius, and it's going to happen in your 6th house. Unfortunately, this new moon is going to be squaring Neptune and Mars at 13 degrees together of Pisces, located in your 9th house. So there's some sort of trouble in terms of even legalities connected with your work, with your job. maybe you do get this fantastic new great job, and you're really happy and glad, and you're really grateful for this wonderful new job opportunity for those of you who have been looking for a new job. However, there's some sort of trouble connected with legalities. I don't know what it is, or they are demanding for you to have some sort of degree, a college degree, that you do not have. Don't lie, okay? Cancer. I'm not saying that you are, that you're lying, that you lie or anything like that, but don't give them the false impression that you have a degree that you do not possess. Maybe you are about to have that degree. Maybe in a few more months you'll have that degree. But don't tell them that you do have it, because this might make you lose this job. Okay, or let's say it's something completely different. You are already in this job, and a wonderful opportunity comes by for you to get elevated, for you to ascend to a new position, to be promoted. However, one of those conditions for you to apply for this new brand position is to have a certain type of degree, or even to have a degree and you don't have it. Maybe you almost have it, but having it almost is not sufficient, or the opportunity that arises for you demands, this is nothing to do with having a degree, a college degree or something like that. There might be a new opportunity, but you need to move to a different country, okay, and you don't like that, or you don't want to do it. What else? Or there might be trouble, there might be inner conflict connected with you moving to a different country. What else could this be? This could be a new leader, yeah, a new foreign leader, even someone who gets hired, and this is your new boss, and you don't know how to communicate with him or her because this person is from a different country. What else? If it has nothing to do with work, no, this could also be new co-workers, okay, and they are foreigner, and you don't know how to communicate with them, and they might be even different from you and from a different, even religious background, and that might cause clashes with you and this new co-worker or these new co-workers. If it's not religion, it's connected with political motivations that you don't understand, okay? So you think one way and your co-workers think another, and there's a difference of opinions connected with politics and all of that, and even religion, even morals, and you don't know how to behave with this person or these people, and you clash. If it's not that, the new moon on the 6th house is also connected with health, so be careful with your health. Not that I'm saying that there's something wrong with your health, but if there's something wrong, you should correct the way you eat. You should start exercising, or not exercise as much, for instance. Do something different in terms of exercise. What else? Others, it's maybe you do have some sort of illness. I really hope that's not the case. And you decide, I'm going to go abroad and take care of this, and there's some sort of new treatment if you go to a different country, but maybe perhaps there's problems for you to go to this different country. It could be maybe you don't have enough money, maybe you need to pay to go on the plane and stay in the hotel, and then you need to pay the doctors, and it's a lot of money. You don't have it, so you might be thinking about that, and you might be doing it. You might be thinking, Cancer, of different types of alternatives for you to get the money, for you to go there and have this treatment. But this could be something much more simpler, much more simple, kind of like I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with your health. You're just doing health, how do you say, a health treatment, a health, not treatment, exams, like the normal ordinary exams. Maybe you do them yearly, maybe because your place of employment demands for you to go to one of their demands is you need to go to the doctor every year to see if everything is fine with you, or you just go out of routine to your doctor maybe at the end of the year just to see if everything is right. Maybe you get a new doctor and you don't know how to communicate with this doctor. Okay, this could also be a change in your daily habits, and change, maybe trying to meditate every day, maybe trying to pray every day, something, maybe trying to learn a new language, you know. And it's difficult. It's difficult for you to implement this new habit. Maybe you got a pet, because the 6th house is also the house of pets, and this pet demands your attention, and you thought it would be easier than it is. Okay. Then Cancer, on the 22nd of December, there's a full moon at 0 degrees of Cancer in your 1st house. So full moons are endings or culminations. It depends. Okay, so something in your life might be ending, kind of like, for instance, if you had some sort of problem, if you had some sort of illness or disease, around the 22nd of December, you are told everything is fine, okay? You are healed. And I'm not saying it's something bad, okay? It could be some sort of infection or something like that. And on the 22nd of December, your doctor tells you then you're fine. You don't have to keep on taking these pills or anything like that. It could be even, for some of you, a marriage that ends. I really hope that's not the case. Or a job that ends, or going back to the example of you learning a new language. Maybe you wanted to learn a new language, but it really feels difficult for you, so you kind of just give it up around the 22nd of December. This could be some sort of exercise regime that you end or you start. You could start, instead, because full moons are endings or culminations. So you thought about it for a while and you decide, you know what, I've researched certain types of exercises and I think I'm going to go with this one. It could be like jogging slightly, not jogging, but kind of walking every day on a very slow pace, or doing yoga or swimming or whatever. So you kind of think about it like, I've thought about this and I'm going to go with this type of exercise. You might even buy something. It used to be exercise tapes, but not anymore. It's, you might sign up for some sort of service online and use your computer and use internet, and for you to exercise in whatever exercise you decide to have. So it could be many different things, Cancer. Now we are going to go to the sign of Leo, the sign of Leo. So Leo, let's see, where are you? Okay. So, on the 7th of December 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius. And in your case, Leo, this new moon is going to happen in your 5th house. And it's going to be conjunct Jupiter, also in Sagittarius. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, therefore, and it's going to be here more or less for the next year. However, because it rules Sagittarius, it's very strong. Okay, it's going to be very strong for the next year. Now, Sagittarius is known as the planet of luck, okay, also as the planet of expansion. And it expands everything it touches. So it could expand the good and it could expand the bad. It could enlarge, quote unquote, bad things in your life, the negative things in your life. And unfortunately, this new moon, Leo, is going to make a square to Neptune and Mars conjunct at 13 degrees of Pisces in your 8th house. So this, like, squares could be internal conflict, and you want to resolve this internal conflict. So you're very much aware of these issues. Some of you, it could be that you meet a person, you start a romantic relationship with this person, and you think that this person is the one. This person might be a foreigner, because Jupiter is connected, especially in Sagittarius, is connected with foreign people. Or if it's not foreign, it could be, you know, anyone connected with law. Let's say a lawyer, a judge, something like that, or someone who likes spirituality, some sort of spiritual leader. And you might think this is the person with whom you're going to be for a very long time, for the rest of your life. Why do I say this? Because it has a square with Neptune in Mars. Neptune doesn't see anything, okay? Whatever Neptune is transiting in your chart, and Neptune rules Pisces, by the way. By the way, these are two very strong planets. But, you know, having to pick one, I would say Neptune is stronger. Why is Neptune stronger? Because Neptune is an outer planet. Its effects are stronger, and it works kind of underground, quote unquote, without you noticing it, and it just slowly erases you. It erases your boundaries, your will. So you have to be very careful with Neptune, because Neptune is also connected with lies and deception. Okay, it's connected with great spirituality, is connected with creativity, yes, but also with lies and deception. And with Jupiter here being so optimistic, you're so optimistic about your love life, you know, if you meet someone, that you don't even understand that you're lying to yourself, or this person is lying to you, this person is not showing you the whole truth, and you don't have the will. Your will is nullified. Why do I say your will? Mars is will. Is the will to do something. Is the power to do something. And because Neptune is conjunct Mars, your will is nullified and is submitted to your, let's say, illusions. And your illusions are expanded. You know, you have to be very careful with this person if you meet someone, Leo, okay? And I'm speaking even to myself, because my sun is in Leo, okay? So this person is not telling you everything. You yourself are not seeing all the things, because you kind of lie to yourself. You don't see the red flags. You choose not to see the red flags, Leo, because this person looks so perfect. And I'm going to give you examples. The 8th house is the house of transformation, is the house of the things which are hidden, also the 12th house. It's the house of death. I kind of connected with illnesses. I connected the 8th house and the 12th house, also the 6th, illnesses. What type of illnesses? You know, sexually transmitted illnesses, you know, diseases. So be careful with that. You know, Leo, you know, be very careful with that. You don't want to be in a relationship with someone with whom you're not going to be around for a very long time. You might be with this person for a little time, and then you find out that this person has left you, quote unquote, a gift that you cannot ever get rid of. And this would be a gigantic gift. Think AIDS, okay? I'm always very, how do I say this? How do you say this? Paranoid, you know? So be careful. If it's nothing connected with that, Leo, it's this person is trying to take your money. This person is lying and deceiving you. This person has another person. This person has kids with another person. Okay, this person has a wife, a spouse, and they're not telling you about it. Okay, be careful with that. This person is telling you I'm divorced, and no, they're not. This person is still with his or her, his wife or her spouse, and let's say you're a woman, because most of the viewers in my channel are women. Let's say that, and this new guy whom you just met is telling you, I'm divorced, I've been divorced from my wife for a very long time, for a while, I don't know, maybe he tells you 1 year, 2 years, and it's not true. That is not true. Maybe they're separated, maybe they're like on and off, and then you find out, oh, by the way, she's pregnant. His whom you thought was his ex-wife is not his ex-wife yet, and she's pregnant, okay, by him, okay, so be careful with that. What else? No, if you are already in a relationship, the same type of scenario might unfold. What else? You might be pregnant. The 5th house is the house of kids. So let's say you meet someone, this person leaves and leaves you with a gift. What is the gift? A child, okay, and doesn't pay you pension, doesn't pay you the child support. So you have to be careful with that. What else? Let's say everything is fine in your love life. Your spouse is solid like a rock and all of that, and Jupiter comes along and you were not expecting to have another kid. Guess what? You're pregnant again. You had no idea, okay? Because whatever measures you had in place, they're not working. They're not working. You thought there's no way I'm going to get pregnant again, and voila, you have another kid. What else? What else it could be? The 5th house is also, like I said, the house of children. It could be this old scenario, this new scenario, this story that I just told you could be happening with one of your kids, probably the oldest, because the 5th house is the house of the first child, the 7th house is the house of the second child, the 9th house is the house connected with your 3rd child. But generally, the 5th house is the house connected with children in general, your children, or the first kid that you have. So he or she is expanding his life or her life, but maybe taking a lot of debt, spending a lot of money with that. And maybe they're not seeing things clearly. Maybe your eldest or one of your kids just got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and they're not seeing them for what they truly are, and you don't like this boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe one of your kids just got pregnant. Okay, what else? The 5th house is also the house connected with speculation. Don't speculate, you're going to lose money. Some of you might win. I would say the majority will not. If you don't know how to play the market, don't play it, okay? Don't play it, because there's like a very huge possibility of you losing money. The 5th house is also the house connected with hobbies. You find this great new fantastic hobby. Fantastic. You really love this hobby. However, it's costing you money. Okay? I don't know what you're doing, but it's costing you money. You're just spending way too much way too much money in supplies for you to do this hobby. Or it could be something else. It could be whatever hobby that you just find. For the next year, it will be a very transformative type of hobby. So if you put your energy in creative endeavors, this could be a very transformative type of time for you, Leo. So then on the 22nd of December, there's a full moon at 0 degrees of Cancer. In your case, Leo, this full moon is going to happen. Where is it going to happen? It's going to happen in your 12th house. So for some of you, this could be a secret that comes to light. Secret which will kind of transform you somehow. Someone died and you had no idea, for instance. I really hope that's not the case. For others, it could be something that, even though you feel it in a very difficult sort of manner, Leo, it might come with a huge monetary transformation. You just find out that, let's say you played the lotto just for fun, and you find out that you earn a lot of money, and you were not expecting this, and you're feeling rather anxious because you don't know what to do with this money. You don't know who to tell. So you just decide, I'm not going to tell anyone. I'm going to keep this to myself. I'm going to keep this a secret. So you might be researching also. You might be researching something in secret. And what are you researching in secret, Leo? It might be your family tree, or secrets connected with your family. Some sort of secrets you're researching that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna just thought about something. I'm gonna give this example. Please don't take this literally. Okay. Let's say that you lost a child. Now, you've lost a child because this child was killed. I really hope that's not the case. Or you lost a child in childbirth, or your child was young, had some sort of illness, some sort of disease, and you don't understand how your child died. I would say that if this scenario kind of is connected with your personal case, or this could have just happened, or it might have happened 12 years ago, I would say that this full moon on your 12th house either gives you some sort of knowledge, some sort of secret, someone tells you something. I would say someone tells you something that you're not supposed to tell you, or you find out in a very deceptive sort of way. You find out some sort of secret that brings to light this death, gives you some sort of understanding, but you're very mad at the same time. I'm giving you all the examples. So maybe there's some sort of infection in the hospital, for instance, if a kid died and no one was telling you anything. Maybe the doctor who attended your kid, or when you had a child, was drunk or something like that. Maybe one of your kids, if you lost a child, I don't know, could be recently or 12 years ago, you find out that either he or she had addiction problems, or they were around people who had some sort of issues. Now, this could be addictive issues or mental issues, mental problems. I don't want to scare you or anything. I just thought of that. I just thought of this possibility, and I just decided to, put it on the video. It might be helpful for someone. I'm not saying that this is going to happen, okay? No one is going to lose a child, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you're researching something, you might find out about something around the 22nd of December, and this is a secret, okay? So that's it, Leo. Now we're gonna go to the next sign, which is Virgo, okay? So Virgo, on the 7th of December 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius, Virgo, and it's going to happen in your 4th house. And this new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius is going to be conjunct Jupiter at 6 degrees of Sagittarius, and this new moon is also squaring in the 7th house your Neptune and your Mars at 13 degrees of Pisces. So there's a new beginning in your house, in your home. Maybe some of you moved to a different place, to a new home, okay? Maybe you just bought a new place, but your spouse is not really all that happy with you or with this move, okay? With your partner, your long-term partner, not happy with it. Maybe he or she is not actively voicing what they are thinking and feeling, but they're kind of, in a very subtle way, they're trying to sabotage this move, or even all the positive feelings you have towards this house, this new place. If it's not a new place, it's, some sort of home improvement that you decided to do. Again, your spouse is not happy. I would say maybe perhaps he or she is not happy with the money that is going to be spent. If that's not the case, maybe you moved because you needed to move, Virgo. to a different city, even to a different place, because you were you got a new job, and this new job, you kind of were promised a lot of things, I would say. And when it comes time to sign up the contract, I would say that either going to be disappointed, or they're not telling you everything. If this entails signing up a new contract, there's stuff they're not telling. Okay, they're lying and they're deceiving you in terms of, if it's something connected with a new job, and you should be very wary with that, very careful with that. If it's not that, it's your family is growing. There's an enlargement in your family. Even, for instance, it could be that your second child, doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl, the one who was born on the second place, he or she has a new spouse, a new boyfriend or girlfriend, and maybe they all live together in your house. And this new boyfriend or girlfriend, this new spouse, is foreigner, could be a foreign person, and or someone with a very with a personality which is bigger than themselves, very bright, very optimistic. Maybe you clash with this person because of that, because you're not that type of person. You are much more demurred. You keep to yourself. You don't like to, speak in a very open, spontaneous sort of way. Of course, I'm giving this in a very generalized type of thing, because not all Virgos are the same. But if that's the case, the personality that you have is going to clash with this person's personality. If it's not that, maybe there's a new child who is born, and this person and this new child could be your grandson, your granddaughter. It could be you have a new child, and this new child is going to have a very optimistic and happy type of personality, okay? And it's going to bring a lot of joy into your home where you live. But, it's going to cost money. So, it brings this new person brings happiness, but you're going to have to spend money, okay? What else? Then, Virgo, on the 22nd of December, there's a full moon at 0 degrees of Cancer. In your case, this full moon is going to happen in your 11th house. So for some of you, this is a friendship which ends. You end a friendship. Why? Maybe your spouse doesn't like your friends. Maybe there's a particular friend your spouse or your long-term partner doesn't like. Someone whom, I would say not someone who you just met, but there's some sort of clash with some friends, and your partner kind of just in a very subtle way eroded the friendship that you had with this friend, and either you finish up this friendship, or your friend kind of tired of being, tired of seeing how you don't spend time together or anything like that, kind of just gives up on you and either ghosts you, or just actively doesn't search you anymore, or just actively tells you, I don't want to be friends with you anymore because I don't like your spouse. Maybe they have a very good, how do I say, a very good reason. Maybe they see something that you, Virgo, don't see. Maybe they see how this spouse or long-term partnership is manipulative, controlling, and you don't see that, and they just are tired of giving you, how do you say, advice, and they just kind of give up on you and say, look, if you don't want to leave him or her, it's fine, but I don't want to see this anymore, so I'm out of this friendship. It could be that. Others, it could be that you have a new friend, okay? No friendship is lost, but you have a new friend. But this new friend might not be very good for you, okay? And again, your spouse is not going to like this new friend. Maybe because your spouse, your long-term partner, is very intuitive, and you're not intuitive enough, or you don't trust your intuition, and they see something that you don't. What else? It could be a long-term project or goal that you had that finally comes to a conclusion, but it comes to a conclusion kind of in a very disappointing sort of way. You achieve some sort of goal, but not in the way that you wish you had, or you give up on a long-term project. You had some sort of long-term project, plan, desire. You kind of give up on it, whatever this project is. Why do you give up on it? Because of a contract, for instance, or because maybe you signed a contract and that kind of leaves you with your hands tied, metaphorically speaking, or your spouse, your partner doesn't like this type of partnership, of desire that you had, of goal, and doesn't help you, it doesn't support you, and kind of in a very subtle way tries to sabotage you. So there's many different ways of reading this energy, Virgo. So hello, Libra. So how is the month of December 2018 is going to be for you? On the 7th of December 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius, Libra. In your case, this new moon is going to happen in your 3rd house. Also, this new moon is going to be conjuncting Jupiter, which is the planet of luck, but also the planet of expansion. And at the same time, this new moon is going to be in a square to Neptune and Mars, exactly conjunct at 13 degrees of Pisces. In your case, Neptune and Mars are going to be in your 6th house. So there's luck and expansion connected with your 3rd house, Libra, and at the same time there's some sort of problem, conflict, internal struggle, even external struggle connected with your daily habits, connected for some of you with your daily chores, or with your work, or with your health. So you might be getting some messages, because the 3rd house is connected with messages. Now this could be, lucky messages for some of you, that it's like luck, but it's something lucky, some sort of, maybe you're contacted because you just won a prize, and the prize could be like a trip to a hotel for like a week, but you need to take the prize now. However, you cannot take time from work, stuff like that. So this is going to clash with maybe co-workers, or it's going to clash with your daily chores, with your employment. What else? This could be messages that you're getting from your work, messages maybe connected with it. It feels like for some of you that someone is trying to sell you something as good. This great opportunity just arose in our company, or you get the chance to be involved in this project, and it's being sold to you as something really, really good. But what you are not being told, Libra, is this will require a lot of effort from you, and it's kind of slowly taking away the energy out of you. Now this could be even done to you by a coworker or by a boss, and again, it's like they're lying to you. I don't know, maybe a coworker is telling you, look, I'm feeling sick, I cannot go to work, can you just fill in for me, or something like that. And this coworker keeps doing this, and you kind of have enough, or you just allow this to happen. If it's not a coworker, it's a boss. Now these messages could be connected with your health. You could be getting the results from some sort of exams that you did, routine exams, and maybe there's some sort of trouble, connected with that. I really hope that's not the case. What else? So you have to watch out for not being overly optimistic, I would say, specifically with your health also. What else? This could be something connected, for instance, with your sibling, your sister, your brother, and something really good is happening in their life. but somehow this could interfere with your daily habits. Let's say that your sibling just got this great, fantastic opportunity to go and work or study somewhere else, but maybe he or she has a kid. Now you have to take care of your kid, of your sister's kids. You know, I'm not saying forever, maybe for like, I don't know, a month or something like that, until, you know, this great thing that happened to your sibling, until he or she does it. But you have to take care of I'm just giving you this as an example of your niece or nephew, and maybe you have to get up early to drop off your niece or nephew to school or something like that. No, this is just going to interfere with your life, and it's kind of draining you out of energy. It kind of feels like that, Libra. So what else? This could all be. This could also be, you know, daily trips, daily short trips. You know, the third house is connected with short trips, and so maybe you are told by your, by your boss that now you have to sell something. Now you have to be involved in short trips, you know, connected with your work. This is great, all of that, but again, it's slowly draining you out of energy, because maybe you didn't used to do this and now you have to do it. This could also be a training opportunity for you. Maybe you are in this company for a while and suddenly there's this training opportunity that might open doors for you, but again, you still have to do your job, you still have to do your work, and it's taking the life and the energy out of you, because you have to do two things at once. It's great, it's fantastic, but at the same time that you do have to do the training, you also have to be on top of your job responsibilities. Then, Libra, there's a full moon on the 22nd of December 2018 at 0 degrees of Cancer. In your case, this full moon is going to happen in your 10th house. Now, for some of you, this could be the end of an employment. You know, maybe you left this job, you're going to go to another job. Maybe that's the message that you got about 2 weeks ago, that, you know, your job is going to be terminated, but maybe they'll offer you something, you know, some sort of money or whatever. Or, I'm not saying for all of you, or you are going to retire, maybe sooner than you expected, you know. What else? Maybe some of you are retiring because you're feeling ill and you need to retire sooner, and that's kind of like a blessing in disguise. What else? This could be the other way around, because this is a full moon. Full moons are endings, but also culminations. It depends from case to case. So you might be promoted, right? So you got this great opportunity and you got the news like 2 weeks ago, and now you have this new title, this new job. Maybe you don't earn as much. Maybe you don't earn a little, maybe you earn like a little bit more or something like that. But, you know, again, there's like this draining type of feeling. You know, it's great, but at the same time, it takes the energy out of you. And again, this is being sold to you as a great, fantastic opportunity, but there's something off with this. So around the 22nd of December, you get this new title and you get this promotion. Others, it could be something nothing connected with this. It could be that you know, you're divorcing, or the other way around. Your public image is changing, so you might be, you know, getting engaged, or you're getting married. Others, the 10th house is connected with your leaders, your bosses. So a boss might leave, a woman might leave, a woman who's a leader, or a new boss might come into your life, and again, it could be a woman. So this is many different ways of being read, Libra. Hello, Scorpio. So let's see how the month of December 2018 is going to be for you. There's a new moon on the 7th of December 2018 at 15 degrees of Sagittarius. In your case, Scorpio, this new moon is going to be happening in your second house, and it's going to be conjuncting Jupiter, also in the sign of Sagittarius. This new moon is going to make a square to Neptune and Mars at 13 degrees of Pisces, located in your 5th house. So, what does this mean for you? The second house is connected with the money that you earn with, your financial resources, the resources that you have through your own effort. Unlike the 8th house is the money that you share with others, the money that comes your way through, being with other people, like the money that you share with your spouse, money that you get from, scholarships, loans, stuff like that. The second house is money that you earn. So maybe some of you are opening up a new source of income. This could be done online, because Sagittarius is connected with stuff which is done online, not just Sagittarius, also Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, like air signs. But I say Sagittarius because it's connected with, people who are foreign, anything connected with that which is foreign. So many times we use the internet to connect with the outside world. So for some of you, it's a new venture, a new freelance activity, a new service that you supply. If you already have a sideline gig, or whatever you want to call it, and you might use the internet to do so. So there's money coming in, I would say. However, because there's a square with Neptune and Mars, and this money coming in could be quite a lot, because Jupiter is there as well. So you might be Scorpio, you might feel like, oh my God, there's so much money, money is never gonna run out, and instead of saving, you start spending it. And where do you start spending it? You start spending it in stuff that makes you feel good. It could be any type of hobby that you might have. The 5th house is connected with hobbies. It could be with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Maybe you're gonna go out with him or her, and you start paying for everything. Like I said, you have a hobby, and you start, let's say your hobby is art, and you start, buying the most expensive type of art supplies, and stuff that makes you feel good, but stuff which is a luxury, so you have to be careful with that. Also, you might be starting to buy stuff which is not for you, but for your kids, because the 5th house is connected with children. So you might start like buying all sorts of fun toys for your kids, and even expensive holidays and traveling and whatever. And I don't know. So you have to be careful with that. It's spending all the money that's coming in, because you are under this false belief, and Jupiter is connected with the belief that this money which is coming in is going to be there forever. And it's not. It might only be there, Scorpio, for the next year, for the next 12 months. So you have to be careful with all of your spending. What else? So this money coming in can also be from a creative endeavor, for instance. And you're getting paid, but at the same time, it feels that you're not being paid enough. It feels that for some of you, let's say you published a book or something like that, and you just got this fantastic break, and you're publishing a book through this international publishing house, and they're paying you, okay? But somehow it feels that they're not paying you enough. It feels for you that they're paying you a lot, but there's some sort of deception here connected with this. They should be paying you more. For some of you, it could be that they should be paying you more for some of you, and they're not telling you the whole truth about that. For others, it's kind of like the other way around. They are thinking that, not that you're not great, Scorpio, you're great, you're fantastic, but whatever service you're providing, or let's say it's a book, whatever book you're providing them with, they sign you up for a book deal, they are overly, this, for instance, publishing house, they think that it's going to be selling a lot, and they're like paying you a lot of money, and then it's not going to sell a lot, and they might lose money with you. So they are overestimating your abilities, which is I mean, if and they're like overpaying you. If that's the case, just go with it, Scorpio. Go with it. Sometimes, you know, you have lucky breaks from the universe, and you know, just take it. I said like a book, but it could be art. You know, it could be art. Scorpio, let's say you've been like an illustrator or painter for a while, and suddenly there's this art gallery that wants to sell all of your stuff, sell your paintings, and again there's this feeling of suddenly your art goes for a very high price. You know, suddenly everyone wants to buy your art, and this could be the new source of income. Okay. Also, like I said before, be careful, Scorpio, because you might be tempted to spend this money in luxury products. You know, foreign luxury products, whatever foreign luxury products mean to you. So try to save a little bit of money. Try to not spend it all, Scorpio, okay? Because it's not going to be there forever. This could be, you know, a new job also. A new job, and maybe some of you are earning more because you earn on commission, for instance, or you have commissions. So it could be that you have your normal income, your normal salary, and then you have commissions, and suddenly these commissions are coming in fast. Then Scorpio, on the 22nd of December 2018, there's a full moon at 0 degrees of Cancer. Full moons are endings or culminations. It depends from case to case. In your natal chart, Scorpio, this full moon is going to happen in your 9th house. Again, there's like a feeling of publishing. The 9th house is connected with, you know, the foreign lands, but anything which is foreign, also publishing, and having a book deal, publishing a website. What else? Law, religion, spirituality. Like for some of you, it's the publishing thing. You have a book deal, Scorpio. I really hope that's the case. I really hope for some of you there's a book deal, and this book deal is finalized around the 22nd of December. Maybe they paid you before already, and you signed the contract around the 22nd of December, or you give the finished product. You know, it could be that around the 22nd of December. Maybe you work fast and you only need 2 weeks to do whatever you need to do. So I said book. It could be any other type of thing. You know, what else? It could be like a court case is coming to a conclusion, is coming to an end. Okay, this court case might be connected with your children, for instance. Maybe you were, you know, in a fight over with your spouse or your ex probably. Maybe to do with, you know, child support, or maybe to do with visitation rights or something like that. So if there's something like that, whatever court case you're involved in, for some of you, it comes to a conclusion around the 22nd of December. Others, you just had it, and you had enough, and you decide to go to court. Now, this could be over your kids, it could be over your child, could be any other type of thing. Others, it could also be that you're finishing up you are in college. Maybe you only had to finish up one class, and you're finishing up around the 22nd of December, or you delivering your thesis or something like that, or maybe just making an exam. a test, or you're receiving the tests around the 22nd of December, or you applied for something in connected with university studies, and you get that response around the 22nd of December. What else? What else? This could also be, let's say you're a lawyer, Scorpio, you're studying to be a lawyer. So around the 22nd of December, either you are studying, in Portugal we have one thing, I don't know how it is in other countries, but in Portugal, it used to be many years ago, like more than 20 years ago, you had 5 years, if you were studying to be a lawyer, you had 5 years of going to college, just to get the degree in law, and then you had like a year and a half doing, in Portuguese we call it estágio. I don't know how to say this in English. It's basically you are with a patron for a year and a half, and this patron teaches you the ropes and all of that, and you go to court and you defend cases and all of that, and then you become a lawyer. It used to be like that, like years and years and years, like decades ago. I remember when I was around, I don't know, 18, 19, 20, I don't remember exactly how old I was, and I'm 45 now, that something else was introduced. You had to take, in order to be considered a lawyer, in order to be allowed to practice law, you had to do one more thing, not just 5 years of college and not just year and a half with a patron, okay, with a lawyer. You had to do, and going to court and defend cases and all of that, you had to do one more thing, which is you had to pass the bar exam, okay? And I remember the students fighting against that. I remember that. But now it's commonplace. I have friends who are lawyers and they had to do that. They had to study for the exam and in order to pass the bar. Otherwise, you could not be a lawyer. You could not practice law. So I'm thinking maybe it's something like that. And they had to go to this course. I don't know if it's like a year or something like that, but it's a very tough course in order to prepare you for the exam that you have to pass. So on top of all the other things that they had to do. So this is like becoming a lawyer. It's really hard. It's probably at least 7 years, like with luck, if you do everything right. Okay, it's supposed to be like 6 years and a half. It's not. It's probably 7 years. So it's something like that, Scorpio. I'm thinking something like that. Either you start this exam, this going to this preparation course around the 22nd of December, or you are finishing up this preparation course and you're taking the exam to be a lawyer, for instance, or to be a judge, for instance, and around the 22nd of September you're getting the results. You already did the exam and you only get the results, maybe only getting the results around the 22nd of December, something like that. This could also be, you know, anything connected with the esoterical arts. The 9th house and the 8th house, also the 12th house, are more or less connected with that. So maybe you decided to take some sort of astrology course, a tarot course, and either you started around the 22nd of December, or you finishing it up around the 22nd of December. You're getting that certification that you did that course. Or this has something to do with traditional religion. You're leaving a church, you're going to another church, you're leaving a religion, you're starting a new religion, you're going back to your religion. There's a priest that's leaving, you know, maybe you used to go to this temple and this rabbi or this, I don't know, I'm giving you all the examples of several religions. This priest is leaving, this rabbi is leaving. Or it's the other way around. You have a new priest, you have a new rabbi, something like that. Okay? So there's many different ways of reading these energies, Scorpio. Hello, Sagittarius. Now let's see how the new moon let's see how December 2018 will be for you. The new moon is going to happen on the 7th of December 2018, and it's going to be at 15 degrees of Sagittarius. Therefore, it's going to be in your sign, and this is great. Plus, this new moon is going to be conjunct Jupiter, which is also transiting the sign of Sagittarius, and it's going to be there for more or less a year. So, good luck is coming your way. It's already in your life, I would say, Sagittarius. However, unfortunately, and I don't want to lie to you, this new moon, it's throwing off a square to Neptune and Mars at 13 degrees of Pisces, exactly, because they are conjunct in your fourth house. So what does this mean? It means that whatever luck is coming your way, and it seems to be a lot, and I really hope it is. However, Jupiter, it's not only the planet of luck, it's also the planet of expansion. So it expands everything. It could expand the positive, but it also can expand the negative. So let's say that this is a good thing happen in your life, Sagittarius. This could be a new job, a new relationship, something good, very good happening with you, with your career. Maybe you have some sort of visibility if you are an artist of any type, graphic artist, a designer, I don't know, singer, songwriter, painter, a writer. Whatever you do, suddenly you are in the public eye. Everyone is seeing you, for instance, but there's someone in your house that doesn't like this. There's someone in your family that doesn't like it, that doesn't like suddenly all of this luck coming your way. They don't like it. If you have a new relationship, they don't like it. If you have a new job that pays you a great deal, they don't like it. There's someone in your house who's trying to sabotage you. I'm sorry to tell you this. And I would say that you are quite aware of this, because this is a square, and sometimes squares speak of internal struggle, yes, but also can speak of others, even though oppositions in a natal chart speak, and also in transit, also speak of, opposition from the outside. But squares, I would say, sometimes it's also opposition from others, I would say, or difficulties in conflicts with others. It's also an inner conflict, Most of the times it's an inner conflict, but this inner conflict could translate in whatever is happening in your reality. So it can translate outside of yourself. So let's say that first it's within. There's something good happening in your life, but you are struggling because you don't believe in it. So you might sabotage yourself and sabotage this great new beginning that's happening in your life because you don't believe in it. Sagittarius, you think this is too good to be true. And you're like sabotaging yourself, I don't know, maybe you got this great new opportunity to go and live somewhere else, to live in this different place, and even alone, not with roommates, or you have this opportunity to buy a house and it's not expensive, or you have the money to buy it, but you don't believe in it, or you have this great relationship, relationship comes your way and you don't believe in it. You don't believe that this person wants to marry you, or wants to live with you, or wants to move in with you, or you have this great new job, you have this great fantastic new relationship, but someone in your family doesn't like it. Could be your mother, could be your father, could be your spouse. Even if you have this new job, there's some sort of subtle manipulation in your household of controlling or trying to sabotage you, but you're aware of it. There's like a Debbie Downer in your family, and you're telling him or her all these great fantastic things that are happening in your life, and they're like throwing all the negative, oh yeah, that's great, but you have to think about this, and then your son, your daughter might not like it because this could go wrong, and this could go wrong, and this could go wrong, and this could go wrong. I don't know. There's someone like that in your household, but they're only translating, I would say, what's going on inside of yourself. Okay, I would say that. I would say that. And this, if we would think in a more spiritual way, we can also say that it's a way of the universe testing you, okay, by showing you people who just give you all the negative, and to see if you really want this thing that you desire, if you're really able to take this, to receive whatever the universe has to give to you, okay? If you really are able to surpass your inner doubts, okay? It could be a way that the universe has to test you, okay? Or this could be something else. For instance, there's a great new opportunity, but there's something in your household, in your family, that makes it difficult for you to receive this opportunity. There's someone who's ill, who's sick, and you have to take care of this person. So there's a good part, there's part of your life that's filled with happiness, and there's part of your life it's like a downer, like I said, because there's someone sick. No one is trying to sabotage you, but there's someone sick and you have to take care of this person, and at the same time you're really happy because this other thing that you always wanted to happen to you happened to you. So that part of you is happy and part of you is not happy. It's weird, you know, it's kind of like that. Then Sagittarius, the full moon on the 22nd of December happens at 0 degrees of Cancer. Full moons are endings or culminations. It depends from natal chart to natal chart. In your case, this full moon is going to happen in your 8th house. So this could be, for instance, for some of you, there's a separation between the income that you have with the income that your spouse has. Maybe some of you are divorcing, and maybe you're moving to a different place, your spouse is moving to a different place, and no longer your salaries combine, for instance. But this doesn't happen out of the blue. Or this has been, you know, in works for a very long time for those of you who are separating or divorcing. Others, it's the other way around. You know, you just met this person, and, well, not just met, but maybe you've, well, some of you just met and just decided to, let's live together. Let's just join our resources together. Others, you know, you've been with this person and you just started to talk about maybe you should move in together, and then you start looking for houses and apartments, and around the 22nd of December you found the place and you like paying up the rent. And the difficulty is that even though you're very happy with this person, you're trying to find a place which is affordable for both of you. Okay, maybe that's the problem. Maybe all the places that you look at least 2 weeks ago, they're very expensive, and you're very happy, you want to be with each other, but everything is way expensive in terms of rent. But around the 22nd of December, I would say that maybe you managed to find a place. What else? What else? This could be something connected with taxes. You know, you get information about taxes. You might get something connected with taxes, or there's something related to taxes that it's the final payment. Others, you get rid of a credit card, for instance. Others, it could be the other way around. You get your first credit card, you get a new credit card, something connected with that. You get a loan. It could be that you get a loan to buy your own place, for instance. Why do you want to buy your own place? Maybe you want to move away from your family. Maybe you this fantastic thing that came your way, Sagittarius, is a great lottery win. I really hope that's the case. I would advise you to play the lottery. Don't go insane. Don't go nuts. Like $1, £1, €1 is more than sufficient. If something is about to come your way, you don't need to spend a lot of money. Okay? Maybe this is a great thing that happened to you. You got a lot of money, and finally you can move. You know, you can have your own place. But there's a roommate that doesn't like that. There's family that doesn't like that. Maybe you have enough, okay, of the money to move, but let's say you want to buy, but you don't have enough to buy completely, and you have to ask for a loan. It could be that, like around the 22nd of December 2018, Sagittarius, you have applied for a loan, or you have received the answer from the bank saying, either yes or no. I don't know what is the reply. It could be a yes, but you know, it could be the rent could be more than you expected. Let's say that you have like 70% of the money that you need to buy your own place. You still have the last 30%. Okay, and maybe it's the effort, like the economical effort, is going to be a bit more heavy than you expected. I'm just giving you examples. I have no idea. Others, it could be like there's a loan that you have. It could be car payments. It could be college payments. It could be, I'm thinking it's more connected with property and house. And finally, it ends. For others, you know, it ends. It's the last payment, and now you own the house or the apartment. It's yours, it's fully yours, and you don't have to worry about it ever again. Others, it could be the end of a physical relationship. You were with someone, things ended, and there's no more, you know, there's no more love between you. Or it could be, what else? The 8th house could be also a death in the family. I really hope that's not the case, but it could be. And I'm sorry, for others is that you get news that maybe 2 weeks ago you got news that you got some sort of inheritance, and that's why someone in your family doesn't like it, because now they know that you're going to have the money to kind of dictate your own life, for instance. Sagittarius, and around the 22nd of December, you're getting the money, or you're getting news that you're going to get the money. There's something connected with money, getting money, or it could be royalties. You're going to get royalties, Sagittarius. You could have, you know, published something, and could be a book, could be music, could be anything, and you're getting royalties. Or, for instance, let's say you have a YouTube channel. You're getting money from your YouTube channel. What else? The 8th house is also the house connected with the occult. So maybe with the you know, paranormal stuff like that. Maybe you like studying astrology, tarot, the occult, whatever, and maybe you're taking a course, and around the 22nd of December, either you finish up this course, it could be like something simple, like for a month or two, something like that, or you decide to, you know what, I'm gonna study this type of thing. I'm gonna study the runes. I'm gonna study you know, crystals, whatever that you want to study, astrology, whatever. Or it could be something connected with, you know, ghost hunting. You decide to start doing that. I don't know, maybe for a YouTube channel, whatever you want to do, or maybe to write your own book because you like this sort of thing. It depends, okay? Or you like mystery books, okay? So you decide you're reading up, I don't know, Agatha Christie or something like that. You're reading every single book about Poirot or about Miss Marple, or you're writing your own book, and around the 22nd of December, you finishing up writing that book. So there's many different ways of reading this energy. I said also that the 8th house is the house connected with sex, and you might be finishing up a relationship. You know, something might be ended. It could be the other way around. You just met someone, maybe a while back, but you start a physical relationship with this person, okay? So there's many different ways of reading these energies, Sagittarius. Hello, Capricorn. So let's see how the month of December 2018 is going to be for you. On the 7th of December 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius, and this new moon is going to happen in your 12th house. This new moon is also going to be conjunct Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius, and although it's a good new moon, it's unfortunately squaring Neptune and Mars at 13 degrees of Pisces in your 3rd house. So what does this mean for you, Capricorn? So there might be some sort of secret coming out, you know, some sort of revelation. And I would say, because Jupiter is conjunct this new moon, it's going to be a very big revelation. And this revelation might be connected maybe with one of your siblings, a sibling, you know, sister or brother, something like that. Or if it's not a sibling, it could be, you know, connected with a neighbor, you know. It's going to depend from person to person, or maybe you're getting, maybe there's not a secret which is revealed, but you're getting messages which are somewhat confusing, but at the same time illuminating. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like you have to make an effort to try to decipher these messages. Now, I'm going to give you a negative meaning. Some of you might have a sibling that might have like some sort of problems with addiction, you know, drugs, alcohol, something like that. And you might be getting messages connected with him or her, or you might understand that your sibling needs help, and you're trying to get him or her to have help. To, you know, maybe some of you might decide to commit, you know, to put your sibling in a place of recuperation. The person also might have, if it's not an addiction problem, it's a mental health issue. So, and maybe this was hidden, but somehow it's kind of, you know, really out there around the 7th of December 2018. This person, you know, your sibling might have a very, I don't know, mental breakdown, and you have to deal with this. I don't want to give you bad, you know, bad messages, but there's so many ways of this playing out, and I want to give you all possible meanings, because, you know, some of you might have siblings, some of you might not. If this is not happening with a sibling, could be a neighbor, and you're trying to help this neighbor, for instance. Or this neighbor, you discover that this neighbor is really actually a creep, and this person has been stalking you, or just talking behind your back. There's like a hidden enemy, and you had no idea, so you have to be careful with that. Now, what else? In a more positive way, let's say that you are researching something, because the 12th house is also the house connected with research. Maybe you are, how do you say, researching something because, you know, for college. It could be for college. You could be a college professor. You could be a student, or it's something that requires a great deal of research. Maybe you're already a professional of, I don't know what type. Could be a professor also. You're researching something, and you might be involved in this research for the next year at least. And somehow it's difficult for you, Capricorn, to write this down. It's like you understand this on almost like a subconscious level, but you don't know how to write it down. Like, it's like you're all over the place when you try to write it down. So you understand this, but you don't know how to put this in writing, or you don't know how to explain it to other people. You don't know how to talk about it. Try to, you know, be creative, you know, in the beginning, just to try to put this into words that everyone will understand. First, express yourself in a creative manner, and after that, it might be easier for you to understand this in a more logical sort of way. This could also be time out. Just maybe you're ill. I really hope that's not the case, Capricorn, but you just need time to rest, time for yourself. So there's a little bit of a time out, I would say. And, you know, being behind the scenes and not doing anything, resting, like some of you might even be in vacation. Alright, that's like, and you don't want to go anywhere, you know. Or it could be in a different way of reading this. You could be even in a retreat, in a Zen retreat type of thing, like a 10-day meditation type of thing where you can't speak, you know, and this might be hard for you. It's like it might be a very difficult type of challenge for you, okay? Now, this could also be some sort of issues with your car, with your transportation, which were hidden and you had no idea. Also, this could be because of the square that that makes to the third house in water signs, I would say that you might be having difficulty because there might be rain that comes out of nowhere and it's flooding, and suddenly you feel trapped and you don't know how to. I really hope that's not the case, but it feels like you're trapped because it rained too much and you don't know how to go about it. Again, I really hope that's not the case. There's many different ways that this could play out. Also, you could be having really interesting dreams, so try to write them down or try to paint them if you can, if you know how to draw, and you will have a difficulty in putting these dreams into words. Also, you might be getting information in those dreams also. Even scientific information, which is kind of weird, but it might happen. The full moon Capricorn is going to happen on the 22nd of December 2018, and it's going to be at 7 degrees of Cancer. In your case, this is going to be happening in your 7th house. So for some of you, if you are like involved in some sort of separation or divorce, there's like problems with your spouse, your partner, or your ex, you might be divorcing, you might be separating, there's like a disconnection. Others, it could be the other way around. If you are with someone, maybe you decide to marry around this time, maybe you decide to move in together. Others, it could be that you get the news that you're pregnant and you're going to have a second child, okay? Because the 7th house is the house of the second child. Either you're having a second child, or you get the news that you're pregnant, or your spouse is pregnant, or your partner is pregnant. What else? This could be nothing connected with you. This is connected with your partner. Everything is fine with your partner. You're married, you live together, there's nothing wrong there. Capricorn, everything is fine. So maybe your spouse gets the news and he's fired. I really hope that's not the case, but it could be the other way around. Maybe he or she has been looking for work, and around the 22nd of December, your spouse, your partner gets the news that there's a job opportunity, or maybe your spouse signs up a new contract to go work in this company or in that company. Or you, it could be the 7th house is also the house connected with contracts. You're signing up a contract. Maybe because you're moving to a different company, you're working in a different place, and you're signing up the contract. Or it could be that a contract is ending. It could be an employment contract, employment job type of thing, and it's ending. Or it could be any other type of contract. Let's say that you have a contract for your cell phone. I don't know, it's ending, and you're like searching for a different cell phone company or something like that, or internet company. So there's many ways of reading this. This is also Capricorn. This is also the house of open enemies. So maybe a fight with an open enemy ends, or again, it could be the other way around. It begins. So there's many different ways of reading these energies, Capricorn. Hello, Aquarius. So let's see how the month of December 2018 is going to be for you. On the 7th of December, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius. In your case, Aquarius, this is going to happen in your 11th house. This new moon is also conjunct Jupiter in the sign of Sagittarius. So, and it's going to be squaring Neptune and Mars at 13 degrees of Pisces in your 2nd house. So, the 11th house is a house called the house of good fortune in the ancient astrology, if I'm not mistaken. And, Sagittarius and is already a planet connected with good luck and good fortune, and Jupiter is transiting Sagittarius, and Jupiter is called the planet of luck, but also the planet of expansion. So it expands everything, the good and the bad. If this new moon is making good energies, I would say this is wonderful. This is wonderful for you, Aquarius. There's something very good happening to you. However, because of the square to Neptune and Mars on the 2nd house, I'm thinking that maybe there's some sort of lucky break, but it demands the money out of you, or it's gonna take money out of you I don't know what it is, but it feels like it's draining your resources, draining your money. Okay? This good thing that's happening to you, this opportunity, this could be even a networking opportunity of some kind, but it's going to cost you. Or it's a friend. There's new friends coming into your life, Aquarius, and these friends are costing you money. Now, they could be straight up con people, you know, and very optimistic sort, a person or a group, you know. But if it's a person, this person has the ability to take money out of you. I would say this person drains your resources. Or if it's not a con artist of any type, Aquarius, just being around this person or being around this group of people costs you money. Maybe because they are used to certain type of luxuries and certain types of restaurants, and just for you to be with them, Aquarius, you need to spend money. You go to high-end places and it's extremely expensive, and you're paying for everything. Or they call you to go out with them and buy some clothes, and they go to Gucci or whatever, and you kind of feel like, I don't want to say that you feel bad, but it's like you're spending money with them, or I don't know, it's good, but it's at the same time it's taking money out of you, and it's taking a toll. I don't know if that's the expression on your self-esteem. Second house is also connected with self-esteem. It feels like if you throw money at things, your self-esteem grows. That's what you think, but it's not the case. Okay, it's like you're treating, in order to feel better with something, you spend money, but it's bad for you. What else? The 11th house is also the house connected with goals, long-term projects. You have a goal, you have a vision, you have a long-term project that might take like a year to be done, but in order to be done, you feel that you need to spend money in order to achieve this goal, whatever this goal is. I don't know what it is. It could be even online studying something, something connected with school or learning knowledge. I don't know what it is, but it's going to cost you money, more money than you think that it's going to cost you. This long-term goal, this project might also be connected with abroad. It could be even something like your project is to visit as many countries as you want to for a year. You want to travel for a year, and you have an amount of money, and you think that amount of money is going to be sufficient. It's not. Okay? So be prepared to spend more than you think you're going to spend. Or this, like I said, it's like a friend asking money out of you. Be careful with that. This is also rewards from work, from your career, but not as like financial rewards from your career, but not the way that it's less money than you thought it would be, or it could be something good happening in the life of one of your friends, and you are merely the witness of it. You witness that your friend is having a baby, and suddenly he or she needs to spend a lot of money to take care of this baby. Or maybe your friend has a new boyfriend or girlfriend, and you're witnessing that this friend of yours, spending a lot of money with this new boyfriend or girlfriend. Or he or she has like a new career project, like opens up a business, and again they're spending tons of money on this project, on this on this job, on this store, whatever. Then Aquarius, the full moon happens on the 22nd of December 2018, is going to happen in the 6th house. So for some of you, there's like a source of employment that ends. You end a job. Maybe you're like a freelancer. Maybe you're like a temporary worker. Maybe you work, like a month or 2 or 6 months in this project. Then the project ends. Now you have to find a new job. Could be even, as a freelancer, not necessarily going out to physically to this place of employment, but even, you know, online. But it could be, so you could work from home, you know. It could be, what else? You have a new job, because full moons are culmination. So you've been looking for a job. If you have been looking for a job, Aquarius, suddenly around the 22nd of, not suddenly, but around the 22nd of December, you have this new job. The 6th house is also the house connected with workers, co-workers. Maybe you have a new co-worker. Maybe a co-worker leaves. What else? What else? This could be health-related issue. Maybe you get the results of exams that you did. You know, you did some routine exams and you get the results. Nothing more to it. Maybe you had been ill, and around the 22nd of December you are fully recovered. Or you get some sort of news connected with your exams. You know, there's some sort of health issue and you need to deal with this health issue. This is also changing your daily habits. You needed to change your daily habits for something, like something is happening in your household or any other type of thing. So there's like a change in your habits. Maybe you used to get up at 7 a.m. maybe, but there's like changes, for instance, in your employment, in your work, and your you used to go start your job at 9 a.m. Now you started at 4 p.m. for instance. So there's a change in your habits because of that. Or there's a change in your habits because now you have a pet, Aquarius. You have a new pet. Now you have to get up early and walk the dog. I don't know, the pet, the cat. I don't know if you walk a cat, but you know, there's many different ways of reading these energies, Aquarius. Hello, Pisces. So let's see how the month of December 2018 is going to be for you. On the 7th of December 2018, there's a new moon at 15 degrees of Sagittarius, and this new moon is going to be conjunct Jupiter, also in the planet of in the sign of Sagittarius. So, and this new moon, Pisces, is going to happen in your 10th house, and you know, Jupiter is the planet connected with luck, but also the planet connected with expansion. It expands everything it touches. It could expand the good, but also the bad. In this case, this lunation is in square with Neptune and Mars at 13 degrees of Pisces. Therefore, in your first house. So, there's something happening in your career because this new moon happens in your 10th house, and the house is connected with your career. And whatever is happening with your career, this is good, this is positive, and you feel blessed, kind of. No, really, really blessed. This is like a lucky break. This is Jupiter showering you with its gifts. But there's something in you, inside of you, that doesn't believe in this, or it's kind of actively trying to sabotage this good thing that's happening to you, Pisces, in your work, in your career. So I don't understand what this is. So you're like, you don't believe in it, you think this is too good to be true. Maybe you got promoted. Maybe, you know, there's a new boss, and this boss really believes in you. And this person is really optimistic. Could be a man or a woman, doesn't matter. Always with a smile and with a vision for the future. And this person believes in you. Maybe believes in your creative ability, you know. And it's like giving you a project, giving you responsibilities, and you're kind of fighting it. I don't know, it's just you're fighting it, or you don't believe that you're good enough to be promoted, to be in this new position. And it's like actively trying to sabotage yourself, if this makes any type of sense. Or you're ill. It depends, okay? So this is a great, fantastic opportunity in terms of job. This could even be a new job and pays better, and you have, you know, even you looked at in a more positive light, like your reputation improves just because of this new job, this new work that you're doing. But you might be ill, and it's difficult for you to take full advantage of this new situation. Or if it's not you, there's someone in your life, a close relationship. Now, this could be in love, this could be a new marriage, this could be a family relationship that's kind of screwing up this for you. I don't know how, but if this is happening, like if there's someone in your life that's trying to sabotage this for you, understand that I would say that primarily this is your own energy being expressed through an opposition. I know this is a square, but it's like it's your own inner energy of trying to sabotage yourself, but because maybe it's not there for you in a conscious level, this energy is brought to you by someone in a close relationship to you, family, friends, even co-workers, even spouse. It's weird. So it's a good thing, but it's like you're fighting against this good thing, or you are not able to take full advantage of this good thing because maybe you're ill and you feel like your energy is being drained, kind of like that. Or for others, it's kind of like this new boss, if there's a new boss, is draining the energy out of you. It's like maybe he or she is taking credit for all your creative ideas and they are yours, but this person is taking credit for these creative ideas. Okay, so there's many different ways of reading these two energies together. On the 22nd of December, there's a full moon at 0 degrees of Cancer. In your case, Pisces, this lunation happens in your 5th house. For some of you, you're going to have a kid, you have a child, or you discover that you're pregnant, for instance. Others, there's like an end to a creative project. You're just finishing up a creative project, or you decide to start a creative project. It depends. Others, it could be like an end to a love relationship. Maybe you're seeing someone and you don't want to see this person again, or it's the other way around. You were seeing someone and you decide to just see each other, to take this to the next level and just be together and be boyfriends and be more committed in this relationship. What else? This is the 5th house is also a house connected with speculation, financial speculation. If that's the case, I would advise you not to go and buy, I don't know, $10,000 or euros of Bitcoin. Don't do something dumb like that, because you don't know how it's going to go. Don't invest madly with money, specifically with money that you cannot afford to lose. If you want to invest, okay, understand that it's a risk, and you only use money that you can afford to lose. Okay. Others, because this is a full moon, because it could be a combination. It's like whatever investment you did before, it's paying off. Now it could be paying off. It's like it's coming to fruition. Now, coming to fruition means you get a huge lump of your investment, or the other way around. I don't know which one is it. It's going to depend from case to case. Okay, you have to be smart with this. Yeah, this could also be something connected with the life of one of your kids. Maybe there's an ending in the life of one of your kids. For instance, he or she finishes up school, I don't know, high school, and now he or she is going to college, or maybe he or she finishes up college and gets a new job. Maybe he or she finally gets the first job, or ends a job, or starts a relationship, or ends a relationship, or maybe one of your kids becomes a parent. So there's something big that's also like a new start in the life of your child or one of your kids. Okay, Pisces. So there's many different ways of reading these energies, and that's it. This is the reading that I have for you, and also for all the signs. If you like your own personal consultation, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'll be delighted to work with you. Bye bye.